One of the most commonly asked questions when it comes to canvassing is what is the ideal dress code or uniform for individual canvassers? And as you can see, I really feel we have identified the perfect solution for that. So we'll discuss that thoroughly. But before we do, let's take a look at some of our options. The first option here is erring on the side of being overdressed. People often ask, how do you feel about wearing a suit while canvassing door to door? In my professional opinion, I don't feel it's the right choice. I feel that a suit often has a connotation of two things, and those two things being, one, a salesperson, and two, that of having an affiliation with some sort of religious group. Neither of those are exciting, inspiring things that make individual homeowners want to rush to the front door to greet you. Therefore, wearing a suit is not something that I advocate while canvassing door to door. Option number two is just corporate casual, kind of your khakis, dockers, and golf shirt approach. I'm much more comfortable with this type of dress at the front door. It makes it easier for individuals coming from class or from another job to be dressed in this fashion. It's much more comfortable at the front door regardless of the climate or the temperature. So I feel that wearing the corporate casual is a good start for canvassing door to door. Again, comfortable walking shoes if you're going to be out there canvassing in the field for any length of time is also something to consider. Lastly, I want to take a look at the actual orange construction vest or the orange safety vest. You see me wearing one right now. I also have another example of an orange safety vest here. There are a number of different types of styles, sizes of these types of vests. They're very inexpensive. They can be worn by both genders. They can be worn over a jacket. They can be worn over a golf shirt. They can be worn in any temperature or climate. They're usually mesh, and again, a very cost-effective solution. I also am a firm believer in wearing some type of lanyard or identification, something that is professional and actually gives the impression that you have all your I's dotted and T's crossed when it comes to having the proper permits in that neighborhood or in that zip code. That can be, just having that lanyard can set people at ease that you have done all due diligence necessary when it comes to pulling the proper permits. Whether you have or whether you haven't, this type of attire gives that impression. The other thing that this orange safety vest does for you, in addition to being cost effective and providing a uniform dress code for the entire group, is it is a very safe option. When canvassing in the dark, canvassing is not a seasonal thing. It's something that should be done year-round. And certain types of vests are not only easy to be seen while out in the neighborhood after dark, but some of them even light up and have flashing capabilities to make it much more safe and easier to find other individual canvassers while working in the field. This can be very effective when you have a number of canvassers that you're trying to round up in the field at the end of a shift. Another added benefit, which is a big one, is this gives the impression that you are working for the utility company or some other professional organization that might be of serious importance. So when it comes to homeowners coming to the front door with curiosity and eagerness to find out what it is you're going to be discussing with them, this accomplishes a tremendous amount with the homeowner from that standpoint. In addition to that, when you have those nosy neighbors that are looking out their window, taking a look at a group of individuals standing on the street corner, plotting their next area to be canvassing, they're not skeptical or concerned when they see a bunch of mixed and matched hooligans sitting on the street corner smoking cigarettes or simply planning their next neighborhoods to be canvassing. When you're wearing the orange vest, it becomes very obvious that you are a group which is company-oriented, professional-oriented. They're not sure if you're working on the sewers, if you're cutting down trees, but it really eliminates the fears and concerns of the neighbors in the area. So there are just countless benefits to wearing the orange vest. As we like to say, the vest is the best. So what not to do when it comes to canvassing uniforms? we want to make sure that we are not wearing any jerseys, any urban apparel, any hats that are not company issued, any headgear that's not company issued, no jeans, no loose fit clothing. We want to have a very professional attire when it comes to canvassing in the field. So make sure we're not doing anything that would defame the organization or present us in a non-professional light. But having a corporate casual look with the vest and the lanyard is definitely the way to go when it comes to the ideal uniform or canvassing attire in the field.